Welcome back, everyone. Let's just dive right into it. Today is day 3 of our journey through managing multi-agent development. Now, if you've been following along with this explainer, you know we've been building up our baseline knowledge. But today is where the stakes get incredibly high. I mean, make the wrong choice here, and your AI system just becomes this costly, tangled mess. We are tackling the absolute core decision of your entire development process, which is choosing the right architecture. So it's time to roll up our sleeves because we are really scaling up today. Moving from a cool little AI demo to a fully scalable enterprise tool requires some serious organizational design. You can think of today's explainer as basically your masterclass in AI organizational structuring. By the time we wrap up, you're going to have the exact blueprint you need to build your digital workforce and build it efficiently. Here is our roadmap for this session. First up, the architecture blueprint. Then we'll look at linear and flat workflows, followed by management and hierarchy. After that, we'll explore the hybrid approach. And finally, we'll put it all to the test with the 5 business challenge. All right, let's get into it.
Section 1. The architecture blueprint.
We have to begin with the absolute baseline, right? The single agent. This is simply a standalone AI entity operating totally independently to complete tasks. Think of a standard customer service bot that only answers FAQs. It takes an input, it gives an output. Super effective for isolated tasks for sure, but it's completely siloed. There's no handoff, no real collaboration. The real magic happens when we start multiplying this capability. Let's look at how this builds. Moving on to Section 2, linear and flat workflows. So this perfectly illustrates the sequential workflow. Just imagine a digital assembly line. Agent A scrapes a massive, messy financial report and then immediately hands that raw data right over to Agent B. Agent B writes up a clean executive summary and then passes the baton over to Agent C, who formats it and emails it out to the team. It is highly predictable, completely linear, and honestly, incredibly reliable. It's absolutely perfect when your tasks have to happen in a strict, unvarying chronological order.
But now, let's contrast that sequential assembly line with parallel agents. This is where multiple agents are executing tasks simultaneously, right alongside each other. So imagine you need to analyze 10 different competitor websites. Instead of one single agent reading 10 websites in a row, which, takes forever, you have 10 separate agents reading one website each, all at the exact same time. It completely eliminates the bottleneck. You are optimizing your system for pure speed and wide-scale processing.
Next up, Section 3, management and hierarchy. What's really fascinating here is the instant contrast in power dynamics. On one side, we've got the peer-to-peer architecture, totally decentralized. Think of it as a democratic roundtable where equal agents might literally argue it out, pinging ideas back and forth just to find the best creative solution. But on the flip side, we have the supervisor architecture, highly centralized. This is essentially your strict micromanager who holds all the keys, dictating and managing the workflows of all the agents beneath it. So why choose one over the other? Well, peer-to-peer is fantastic for open-ended brainstorming, while a supervisor agent is absolutely essential when you're dealing with strict compliance tasks where, frankly, the rules simply cannot be broken. And if we take that strict micromanager concept and really scale it up, we get hierarchical agents. This is a full, multi-layered structure with varying levels of agents managing lower-level agents. Literally the corporate ladder translated into AI. You need this specific architecture when you're building real, heavy-duty, enterprise-grade tools. A single prompt just isn't enough to solve a massively complex, multi-step business problem. You need an executive agent breaking down a massive goal, passing it down to middle management agents, who then delegate specific actions to specialized worker agents to actually get the job done. Which brings us to Section 4. The hybrid approach. The hybrid architecture is all about blending multiple architectures to solve complex problems. And here is the deep insight you really need to take away. In reality, almost no mature AI system relies on just one single architecture. Modern enterprises are incredibly dynamic, and your AI shouldn't just be one rigid and flexible thing. The real skill of a developer, your real skill, is knowing exactly where to apply a supervisor for strict control and where to let worker agents run in parallel within the exact same application. The hybrid approach basically gives you the ultimate flexibility to custom fit the exact demands of your project. Okay, so the crucial point here is that you now have a complete taxonomy at your disposal. Let's do a really quick, rapid-fire recap of your whole arsenal. You've got the standalone reliability of the single agent, the assembly line of the sequential workflow, the lightning-fast simultaneous speed of parallel agents, the scaled corporate ladder of hierarchical agents, the top-down control of the supervisor architecture, the decentralized equality of peer-to-peer, and finally, the mix-and-match mastery of the hybrid architecture. Those are your 7 distinct tools.
Finally, Section 5, the 5 Business Challenge. Now, I want you to really put yourself in the shoes of a chief technology officer or a lead architect. You have the knowledge, you have the taxonomy, but you aren't just writing code anymore, right? You are designing a full-fledged digital workforce. So the absolute most important question you have to ask yourself right now is this: which architecture actually fits your specific business? Your final challenge for day 3 is fully mapped out. We have 5 unique business scenarios and our 7 possible architectures. Your job now is to map them appropriately based on their intense operational demands. Think about it. Will a fast-paced algorithmic trading firm crash and burn with a bottleneck supervisor? Or will it thrive on the pure speed of parallel agents? Would a highly creative ad agency flourish with a democratic peer-to-peer setup? Or just get utterly bogged down in a sequential workflow? The tools are entirely in your hands now. How will you architect the future of your organization? Solve the puzzle, and I'll see you in the next explainer.